Hi guys. Okay, so I've been working hard on the rhetorical analysis booklet, and I also was keeping in mind and remembering that some of you expressed some concerns about that mode, and it is a very hard mode. So there's a lot more to it than I think we can really do in 2 weeks. And so I figured my options were as follows. Either I could continue the original plan and expect you to do a lot of work on your own on one of the hardest modes at the same time, because it involves so much reading, at the same time as I'm talking about how the amount of reading in college is often not feasible for students, I would be assigning you a lot of reading. So that would also be kind of hypocritical and a little bit unfair. And I didn't want to do that. So I could do that, or I could adjust the schedule to allow you more time to cover these important skills and give us more freedom to kind of practice them. And I figured you'd probably rather the latter. I also kind of felt like the original plan might have been setting you up for failure, which is never my goal. My goal is always, always, always to set you up for success. And I'm always thinking not just about my class, about you succeeding in my class, but about how what I'm teaching you will help you succeed, hopefully in every class going forward, and in other areas of your life. And rhetorical analysis, I think, is such an important set of skills. It really is the foundation for research. It helps you be more media literate, to think critically about what you read online or even advertisements you see, to think about things like bias and purpose, to think about who's making it and what they want you to learn from it or what they want you to do in reaction to it. And it helps you to develop crucial analytical skills that benefit you throughout your college career. So I felt like there was a really important area for us to focus on. And research papers are really important, and I'm really super passionate about them, but we do cover them in 102 in pretty good depth. So they're not as important to cover in 101. So I've decided to make some important changes that I think you guys will be really excited about. So exciting news number one is that we are not doing a research paper. And exciting news number two is that after your compare-contrast essay, which is due tomorrow, and then the final draft the following week, you're not going to have another essay due until November the 3rd. And pause for a second to play what I think you guys are feeling. Okay. So now this is going to change how we do grading, and it's going to change some things. So I wanted to kind of talk about those changes as well. So we're going to be spending a lot more time on rhetorical analysis than I'd originally planned. The next lecture will be, as I said, we're canceling class tomorrow, it will be on Tuesday the 20th. And then the final lecture on rhetorical analysis will be on October 27th. We've already done the first lecture on it, which was reading strategies. So that will be enough time. It'll actually be 3 total weeks talking about rhetorical analysis and reading strategies. Your rough draft for your rhetorical analysis will be due on November the 3rd, your peer review on November the 6th, and the final draft on November the 10th. After that, the next 2 meetings on November the 3rd and November the 10th will be on persuasive argumentative writing. I think you guys are most familiar with this mode out of all of them, and we've been working toward it the whole time. So things like thesis statements, IPA, explaining your points, all of those are meant to kind of help build you up to the persuasive argumentative. Your rough draft will be due on November 17th, peer review on November 20th, and the final draft will be due on December 1st. Your final draft of your persuasive argumentative essay is your final. So as long as it's in after 11/17, you're done. You can focus on your other classes after that final lecture. So you feasibly, if you wanted to, you could be done before Thanksgiving in this class. The amount of points for these assignments are going to change a bit. I felt like it was important for us to get some more exercises and some more practice that are relatively low risk, that are not going to be, situations where your grade will be trashed if you don't get it perfect the first time. So we're going to be doing more like smaller exercises, like around 20 points each, instead of the research paper. And we also are going to be changing the amount of points for the remaining papers as well. So the rhetorical analysis was originally fewer points than any other main essay, which I thought when I was thinking about, that's not really fair. It does require a lot more work because you have to analyze another work rather than just explaining your opinion. So it's now worth 200 points. The persuasive argumentative essay is also a harder mode, so it's going to be worth 150 points in total instead of 130. It's roughly the same, just a little bit more. And then the other 180 or so points will be in the form of short exercises that you'll do throughout these modes as, to help you prepare and practice for them and get some skills instead of writing a research paper. So these are the big changes for this semester. I hope that this little screencast has been helpful. I hope this announcement has been helpful. We will talk more about this on the 20th. So I think you guys are probably going to be pretty thrilled about it. I can't imagine why you wouldn't be. I think it's a lot of good news for you guys. Yeah, just shoot me any questions if you have them, and I'll see you guys soon.